That's amazing. So socially, it checks out. Economically, it checks out. What about health? I've noticed a lot of fog in this area. Abu told me it's humidity. Now, granted, since I came, I've been very like I worked out this morning, and I did like extensive cardio stuff, and I felt good. But when I look in the horizon, I see fog. How has health been for you? For
I
you?
mean, I mean, this is the season for the humidity.
Yeah.
So within a week or two, it's gonna pass, and you'll experience
The winter.
the winter time, which is amazing here. So it's just the best season.
Yeah.
And I mean, I have been living here for a while, so the weather hasn't impaired my health. The healthcare system is amazing. Is 5 star, hands
I had an
down.
experience today and blown away.
Yeah. I mean, I've had some experiences when I had some interaction with the healthcare system. I'm not very accident prone, or I
Yeah,
never
yeah.
get sick, but
Alhamdulillah.
alhamdulillah. But I did have some interactions, and I have to tell you that first of all, the healthcare system compared to that of Europe or US is very very well prized,
Yeah.
and gives an exceptional service,
Yeah.
exceptionally high level of service. So, for example, when I tell European people that, I'm over 45, so I'm paying a relatively higher premium for the health insurance, and I'm paying less than $2,000 per year with my high premium.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
It's
Even in
absolutely
Europe.
ridiculous. In America, God, it's a complete mess. Yeah.
And if you start analyzing, again, I'm very analytical, so I like to break down everything. So why is that? Why? How come this country can build a luxury healthcare system at a fraction of a price than that of Europe or US?
Yeah.
Why? Why is that? And I have come to the conclusion that there is a very important element missing here, which is a negative but important, and that is corruption. Corruption in a way of overcharging, and what we have in Europe, or just simply misusing or abusing the healthcare funds, which happens in Europe. I'm not that familiar
And the
with
US
the
as well.
US.
Yeah, absolutely.
But in Europe it does happen. The hospitals and healthcare providers, they are overcharging the insurance. So the insurance has to
Pass those charges to you.
yeah, exactly. And that's why we in Europe or you in US are paying extremely high premiums for the healthcare and get nothing in
Nothing.
return.
Yeah. There's a term in the US called Big Pharma. Does that ring a bell?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Big Pharma has a lot of power because they fund politicians who uphold their policies, and the constituents suffer. They end up paying out of pocket, like you just described. How does that work here? Because in the end, you have to use medicine if you get sick. Is it just something that's understood? Is a thing of honor that nobody cheats you, or are there laws to
People
prevent
don't
that?
cheat each other. Like you have only been here for 36 hours, but it has happened to me many, many, many times. For example, I go to a shop and then their POS terminal is broken or something. I don't have cash. And they're like, oh, yeah, just take it and go. You come back tomorrow and bring me the money.
Really? Like in a supermarket?
In a shop, in a supermarket, in the barber shop, wherever.
Oh, that will never happen in America.
People trust each other here. And guess what? The people will go back and bring the money back.
Yeah.
It's just, this is a society. I think whoever moves here who hasn't been the most ethical person, whenever he moves here or she moves here, he becomes more ethical because of the society,
True.
somehow lifts up
Yeah.
the standards.
No, it's true. I was looking at the roads and how clean they are.
Yeah.
And I was asking Aboud, like, does somebody sweep this thing every day? And he was like, no, everybody just understands you cannot be dirty. And collectively, everybody's clean. And you're right, that culture, that point of view is exactly what I think listeners should know that is going to be transferred when they deal with a company like ours. That high standard of just human interaction, respect, compassion, courtesy, and a desire to win is what they're going to get, because that's how we live, right? I'm saying I've been here in less than 2 days. But that's what's going to happen. We're going to do what we do naturally and transfer that attention to them, and it's going to be a win-win.
Absolutely. And like this country is full of opportunities also. So whoever, and I do believe that business people are a very specific species,
Yes.
right? Because they look at the world with different set of eyes. Like they look at the world and they seek for opportunities, and they find opportunities wherever they go. And if a business person comes to the UAE, he will certainly find opportunities. Like for example, we have in Dubai, we have the largest amount of exhibitions, and the exhibition season starts now. We will have GITEX Index. GITEX is the largest electronics fair
In the world.
In the world, yeah. And usually there is no entrance fee for these exhibitions. So you travel here, buy your plane ticket, book your hotel, go to the exhibition, and make connections. People here are extremely nice. I'm sure you have noticed
Yes.
it within this short
Absolutely.
period of time.
Yes.
It's very easy to connect with one another, very easy to make friendships and make connections. So you have to invest in your plane ticket, if nothing else. Invest in your plane ticket, invest in your hotel, come for an exhibition. So we have GITEX Index is basically interior design conference or exhibition. Again, worldwide exhibitors are going to come. So it's easy to make connections. And we are going to have the Gulf food manufacturing for food manufacturers. Again, a global exhibition. Later on, we'll have Gulf food, which is the food producers. So it's the whole country is full of opportunities.
Yeah.
And just imagine, you don't have to travel the world to meet, for example, electronics producers. They come here.
I have to look up the word exhibition, right? I learned this again from my guy. Why are big exhibitions coming to Dubai?
Yeah.
Right? What does exhibition mean? Let's look this word up. Exhibition. Is that how to spell it? Trash. Okay, good. I got it. An exhibiting, a showing, presenting to view, a public display as of the work of artists or artisans, the products of farms or factories, the skills of performers, an exposition of large fair of extended duration. So exhibition, a public display, a showing. Why are people coming to show stuff here?
Because the money is here. They go where the money is. The money is here. So why would you go to, I don't want to be rude with any countries, but anywhere else, right?
Right. Right. No, it's fantastic. It's incredible, and I'm super lucky, really, to be in a place that is in the path of progress. Yeah.
I think this is the right time and right place, and really, we are just getting started. I keep saying this, and it's funny because I as I said, I'm an analyst, right? I have the tendency to predict or project the future.
Yes.
Not because I'm gifted, not because I'm smart
Psychic.
No, it has nothing to do with that.
It's all data driven.
Exactly. I just look at what's happening. I look at what was happening, look at the data, and then project where it's going to go. There is no other mystery behind it. And when I was a lot younger, I did project quite some big events, right? Based on data, based on analyzing the data. And it's funny how at first people mock you, laugh at you,
Yes.
right? And then even hate you at one point.
Yes.
And then they suddenly become very proud to know you.
Yep.
And I think this is kind of what's happening right now. Like I have been saying that we are just getting started. We are just getting started. And if you look at the data, how many new visas were issued last year and this year, you can already see how the graph is going up, but we are still at the bottom. So I think this is the right time, the right place.
No, it's brilliant. Just the idea that 660,000, and this is a very conservative number, is going to be needed in the next 10 years, means every industry has a place here.
Yep.
Every industry has a place here. Whether you're selling carpet cleaning or shaving cream, like every industry has a place here.
Absolutely.
If 60,000 consumers are going to need all these different services, what part can you play to make things better for yourself? And if you're a business person who looks at trends and sets goals for the future year in response to what they did the previous year, then this is a no-brainer.
Exactly.
Like I'm almost like big, and I'm going to be doing this when we interact with customers. Like, please don't do this to yourself. Like, make a commitment and do something. You will never regret it.
Why do you think your mentor, who's one of the largest real estate investors in US, has very recently decided to come here?
Yeah.
There are no coincidences. These people don't make impulsive decisions. It's a very calculated decision.
Correct.
He follows the money, and there is nothing emotional about it. It's very rational, very success driven.
Yes.
So I think that's what we have to look at. If someone doesn't have the same same level of resources than these large investors or wealthy people or ultra high net worth individuals, then we just have to follow them. Let them do the calculations.
Yep.
These people, what I have learned in my life, and I worked with Forbes 50 people, is that these people never make anything irrationally.
Yeah.
They don't make emotional decisions.
Yeah.
They look at the facts, they calculate the risk, and they go where the largest or biggest opportunity is.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we have to do. Follow
Absolutely.
the money, follow the successful people. Let's see why those 6,000-ish high net worth individuals have decided to relocate to Dubai. Why is that? Why?
Correct.
Like they are all stupid or
Yes,
what? Like
exactly.
they all want to live in a place that, according to the media, is a really bad place. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I really don't think so.
Yeah. No, you ignore Dubai at your own peril.
Yeah,
you ignore the UAE at your own peril. And just like 2008 was a shock to people, just like when Lehman Brothers failed, everybody was like, there's no way. This company has been around for 100 years. It's the same way you're going to say in 2030, man, I wish I just bought a table in Dubai.
Yes.
You know?
A shoe rack.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So I think we are just getting started. Like, it's look at the facts,
Yeah.
look at the math. And I do trust the leaders of this country because they are such visionaries. And I suggest you read His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum's book. It's called My Vision. It's absolutely spectacular. You know, it gives you an insight of how the leadership thinks and why we are in safe hands. And I think this is magnificent. I've never seen this anywhere else in the world, where the leadership takes full responsibility of the entire country, not only for its citizens, but for the entire country.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's an honor system almost.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. What would you tell, I don't know, a very close friend of yours in Denmark who is considering, like, would you have them go to Abu Dhabi versus Dubai, some other Emirate versus Dubai, or would you insist they come to Dubai, Cynthia?
Depends. If I would have friends who are like big family with many kids, and they would like to have like a more conservative life, then
Yeah.
I think Abu Dhabi is wonderful.
Okay.
I have been there a few times, and I love Abu Dhabi. But like, let's say if you are a business owner and you want to make the money, or you want to apply for a job and you're alone, then for sure Dubai. This is where everything is happening.
But, so what's a big family? 3 kids, 5 kids?
For me.
1 kid for you?
Let's say 2, 3, 4 kids.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you want to be more like in a more family.
It's
friendly
more,
environment.
well, it's just better to raise children, you mean? Dubai is a bit fast.
It's a business hub.
It's a business hub. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I'm happy to be here, and I can't wait to see what happens this time, 12 months from now.
Yeah. I think what we have now and what we live is history in the making,
Yeah.
right? And this is the Dubai dream, what we used to call the American dream. I
Yeah.
think it's non-existent anymore, but we do have a Dubai dream, which allows you to make your dreams come true. This is the place to make your dreams come true. Now, don't get me wrong. It's going to take discipline. It's going to take hard work.
Yes.
But so nothing comes easily.
Yes.
It's going to take your effort.
Yeah.
But like, just compare. I'm sure you worked very hard in the US as well. I did work very hard in Hungary as well. But the results were not comparable to my efforts.
Very true.
And this is what I'm saying. Like, here, the amount of effort you put into your work pays off. And the reward is comparable to your invested efforts. Whereas other places, it's not.
And you just settle for the most part. You just go,
Yeah.
well, this is the best. Let me just find a way to make this work.
Yeah, and I don't understand people, you know, like I was never like that because I never settled, right? I always wanted more, and I knew I was capable of more. But just the other day we had a discussion with Cynthia that in Denmark people are proud to pay taxes.
Oh yeah, they
You know,
love their taxes.
They are proud to pay 60-70% tax. Oh my God! I'm sorry.
Do you think they're settling? Do you
I think
that's,
they are settling.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is like they are trained to accept it. They are tamed and nurtured into
thinking that's normal?
thinking that this is normal.
Yeah.
Whereas if you go back to the medieval times, the church only took 10% of your income. Now the government is taking 60-70% of your income. How? How's
Yeah.
that normal? Like you as a business owner, invest in your business. Invest your time, right? You are the one to take all the responsibility. Everything is on your shoulder. If anything goes south, you are the one going to jail, right? So if the income is not enough, you have to bring the money in.
Correct.
No bank, no government is going to do the financing for you. It's going to be you. However, on your investment, on your hard work, the government is making more money than you. It's just unfair. I think it's the most unfair system. And it's not going to get better, right? Again, let's look at the numbers. Let's look at the figures. Europe is growing old. So right now, the number of kids, the number of births is less. It's less and less year after year. So the entire population is growing old. That means that a smaller number of people have to support a larger amount of people.
Which is why taxes go up.
Exactly. So again, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to predict that this will result in two things. Number one, the retirement age is going to increase. Most likely, my generation will never, ever live up to the retirement age.
Correct.
And the taxes will continue to go up because there's no other way governments can finance the population.
Yeah.
That's the only way. So you can hide from this data. You can pretend that it's non-existent, but it's coming, and you better wake up, and you better build a cash flow that can support you when you are old. And when you don't want to go to your office at the age of 85 and spend 45 or 80 hours in the office, you better start thinking about a cash flow that can support you and that can take the place of any retirement.
It's so true, and it's very grim how that reality is, but it is that.
Yeah.
It is just that. When you say in Denmark they love paying taxes, what do you mean?
They love to pay. They are so proud to pay their taxes. So whenever I send messages to people in Denmark that we have a solution to optimize the taxes, they're like, no way, I'm going to do that. I'm so proud to pay taxes for my country.
Why is that though? Is it because of something they get in return, or is it some
apparently
patriotic...
like school system is for free, or medical system or the health system is for free.
Okay.
But in reality, they are not. I think it's just like a bunch of brainwashed people.
Yeah. The government has done a very good job in convincing them that this is almost like a duty.
Yeah, that's like you have to be proud of it. And then they are not really checking for themselves what they are getting in return.
Yeah.
You know, like I had an experience with the health system, like only once. I went to the doctor and then I wanted to get several checks done, and they basically sent me back to Hungary after being in Denmark for 10 years. And he's like, no, you have to go back to your home country to get checked. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not in my home country since 10 years. I don't have insurance there. I don't have an ID card anymore. Yeah, we cannot help you here.
What?
Yeah.
That's very strange.
I had horrible experiences there. So this is when I started looking. I'm like, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
Like paying all these taxes, and I need one time a free medical.
The first time you...
Yeah.
Right.
And I cannot get it done.